What is going on, Laser Focus Solutions Media? Christopher Godwin coming at you on a makeup video that I wanted to do the other day, but I just didn't quite get down here and hit the button. So I want to talk to you today about scope out. When you do an estimate, the importance of what you say and how you say it. So I used to previously work for a commercial company, and I was in an estimator role, and I went out there and I made the mistake of saying, we shall bring this area up to code. Now, I thought I was doing the right thing, thought I was being informative and such. Well, man, did that backfire, because that person took that estimate to their boss. That boss took that to the fire marshal, and the fire marshal said, well, pal, he's going to need to do a lot to bring it up to code. And I was only out there to look at like 2 rooms of this facility, but because I said this area, it was interpreted as the office area. And the office area was way bigger than what I had walked in. Okay. So I found myself in my boss's office trying to explain why we're getting almost a $60,000+ not added change order, but basically a donated change order, because I put the words "we shall bring this area in." So I've learned since then, because I did have to have a conversation with that client and say, listen, I walked in and saw that only 2 rooms that were in here. I looked at these drawings, but I didn't specify that. So the guy let me out of the contract. That wasn't really, it would have been hard for him to fight it, but he may have won. I don't know. So that was a big lesson for me, and I still carry that into today. So I quoted a job, estimated a job about a month ago. I got called out for a leak that was fixed, and the drywall needed to be, replaced and patched. So in my estimate, I speak to, this is based on the living room area, damaged drywall to be removed, replaced like in kind, patched, painted in the areas around, because this client did not want me to paint the entire room. She just said you can paint 3 feet up, 3 feet down. So that's fine, no problem. So I did all that, but then I also put a caveat in the very bottom that says, once we remove that drywall, should we find anything outside of what is spoken to in the above line, we will stop work and we will have a conversation about what that's going to look like. So that job 4 weeks ago was estimated and approved. We started that job yesterday. It was supposed to be a week-long job. I was supposed to have enough work for the entire week, right? Nothing to worry about from as far as the scheduling, goes, or material order goes, like that. I know where I'm going to be. Well, that all changed yesterday morning when I removed that drywall and discovered that there was some rot, right? And that's a conversation that you have to have. And because I note that, because I have that upfront conversation with the client, on the back end, I don't have that anymore. What I had at that one time I was telling you about, being called in my boss's office because my wording wasn't correct. I wasn't specific and all those things. So, if you own a business or if you're a client, just make sure you're reading and understanding. If you're the business, what you're writing. If you're the client, make sure you're reading and understanding what you're getting, right? Because ultimately, could I have put that drywall back up? Could have, maybe. It would have been difficult to find somewhere to put a screw in certain areas, but I could have. I could have put that drywall up, the new drywall up, and walked away. But it's just not ethically the right thing to do. So at this point, you had to stop, have a conversation with the client. They're going to drop back and punt and have conversations with their family and the people that matter to them about what this is going to look like, right? What's the next steps? Okay. So I say all that just to say that, I'm very fortunate, because I could have been having a get off my site or you owe me conversation, but none of that took place. In fact, instead, it was a, hey, well, do you know anybody that can do this work? And it's, yes, I do. I will give them a call and I'll have them, give you a call and stop out and look at it. So that's the importance. That's the value that I try to bring to each and every job that we have. So with that, I'm going to end the video short. This is a short one. I just wanted to share what it's like to give a good scope out and how it returns, and it builds relationships. It builds bonds, right? Doesn't get sticky. I'm going to invoice out for the demo that I did, and the scope of work that I had is now null and void. And we're going to work under a different contract if we move forward together. If we don't, then that's okay too, right? I feel better knowing that I was honest in what I found. I helped them discover and understand, and that's where we are, right? Now I had to pull in some new work, which we did. We're going to be just fine this week, and it's all good. So with that, talk to you. Thanks for watching.